listen, for 300 years ago in this town, an event happened. This is that story.
Give me your money, give me your purse, the rite of passage, you pay the price. The rite of passage, you pay the price. Served by eviction, for the clan. This Irish Rapparee, Redmond he robbed from the rich, he gave to the poor. Redmond Redmond to come knocking on your door. Give me your money, give me your purse, the rite of passage, you pay the price. The rite of passage, you pay the price. Marked on his chest the sign, folklore says he's sublime, but Henry St. John's decree capture him for robbery. Redmond, Redmond, to come knocking on your door. Give me your money, give me your purse, the rite of passage, you pay the price. The rite of passage, you pay the price. You pay the price. You pay the price. You pay the price.
Everywhere, people were displaced and dispossessed, and rebellion had become a way of life, with desperate people taking desperate action simply to survive. Outlaws, known as Rapparees, roamed the lands with prices on their heads, for there was and bounty hunters followed in their wake, for there was a living to be had from the severed head of an outlaw. These bloody trophies were displayed high on spikes, a warning to others, a warning of the fate that awaited them, a warning to outlaws, highwaymen, and Rapparees.
Well, I'll tell you something. It's a hard old life, the life of a Tory. That's what they call us in the old language. Tories, outlaws, Rapparees, highwaymen. Whatever the name for it, let me tell you, it was a hard, brutal and cold existence. And I should know, for I was one of them. I knew him, you know, Redmond O'Hanlon. He was a great man, a good friend to me and others like me. He gave us a purpose. He gave me a purpose. My name is William O'Shea, and I was what you might call, his second lieutenant. And I would have followed him anywhere. But sure, he ended up like all the rest, his head stuck in a spike outside Downpatrick jail. Murdered. Murdered by a friend. Murdered by one of us. His head cut from his shoulders, all for a bounty. And they say that I should know about that. For they say that it was me that took the head. And now I have to watch his mother in all her distress. It's a sorry sight to see a mother grieve for her lost son. To have her come to this place and witness her own son's head stuck in a spike. Why, there's many of yous out there will condemn him as a villain. And let me tell you, there's many more up here know him only as a good friend.
Bragan McCree, gan Cor, gan Anam, a score na hole dista, Arial and prison. Ivaki to read, Sol Gal and Tari, na Lane na Granny, as blank entra, or Kaku, or die. Dear head of my darling, how gory and pale these days I see thee, I spies on their jail. Thy cheek and the summer no more will grow warm, nor the eye catch light, save the flash of the storm. Save the flag of the storm.
For centuries, family chieftains had ruled over their traditional lands, their province, or their tuath. Tribal families had fought for generations over these lands. Some families rose to become powerful clans, whilst weaker families fell by the wayside, and a hierarchy of nobility was etched out. Names of some of these established families became associated with Gaelic nobility. Names like O'Neill, Kavanagh, O'Sullivan, O'Brien, O'Connor, and so many more, around 150 tuatha throughout Ireland. Our story centres on one such family. Are there any O'Hanlons in the house tonight?
Yes.
Come on, are you here? Well, our story centres on the O'Hanlons, who had established their territory over 1,000 years in and around Loch Gall and Loch Gilly in County Armagh. Let us go back to a time when their chieftain was Lachlan O'Hanlon, son of Ogie.
We are ruined. I have failed my clan. It has been a costly mistake for me. I should never have gone along with O'Doherty. His rebellion against the crown, now crushed. And I am to blame. I am to blame. We have settled here, at the foot of Slieve Gullion. We must try to rebuild our lives, our name, and our clan. My wife, Mary, was born as a son. His name will be Redmond, and I hope that his future is more assured than ours. For the child bears a mark. Mary has great faith that this mark foretells his fate, that the child will become a great man.
Do you see, Lachlan? Our little child bears a mark. Some say it's a mark of greatness.
Some say it's a sign of a martyr.
Well, I hope and pray it's not an ill omen. Sign of an outlaw. Surely not. Look at him. Surely he is destined for greater things.
Our little child,
You bring us joy unending. We'll watch you and defend you. That mark upon your chest will be your brand. Our little child, our boy, our little champion. Now all our family has have a meaning of sainthood or of sin. No matter who has seen it, changes like the wind. One day it's cold and cruel, next day it's a jewel, but all I see is a sparkle in your smile. Our little child, now hope it burns within me. I know what God gave me, takes without a need to understand. Our little child, like any other mother. I sense that you have purpose in this land. My name is in the mist, it's blowing in the hillside. Your father's love and kiss brings a family to my heart's side. Sacrifice my name, my youth, my ambition. I'll take my lifetime's mission to give this boy a portion of my soul. Our little child, our little child, our little child, our little child, our little child. My boy grows so fast. Nearly 12 years old now. With a thirst for knowledge and adventure. A thirst we've tried hard to quench, but it has not been easy. He's known by all, even the planters, and not for the right reasons. Yeah, he can create a bit of mayhem all right, especially when he and Art get together. Art's family were slaughtered in the 41 rebellion. We took him in as a baby. And he and Redmond are as close as true brothers could ever be. 1641. I thought that time was bad, but now it is worse. And our time here is short. There's a new authority, Cromwell. And his forces have trampled all over the land, stripped the people and left them to the wind and the rain, slaughtered the cattle, burned the corn in the fields. And we're starving. The people are starving. Can't survive another winter without corn and milk. Already, we hear stories of hunger. People living off human flesh and piles of bodies lying at the roadside with their mouths green from eating grass. And we've been told to hell or to Connaught. So we're already in hell. So we'll go. We'll take to the road to our people in Letterkenny. But Redmond stays here. There's no assurance of safe passage. So we've secured a place for him in the service of George Atchison of Market Hill. Yeah, he's a Scot, a landlord, but we think Redmond will be safe there, protected within the Atchison estate. And we'll send for him when we can. And it breaks my heart to leave him, but it is for the best. Little stone walls tie the mountains down. Little man's rules are broken up the ground. Negotiated hills are bleeding into town, and everything's a mess. Kiss, bloody kiss. We are scattered to the mountains. We are scattered bloody kiss. We are scattered to the mountains. We are scattered to the mountains. They want me to say there's freedom in the thatch. They want me to tell them that there are no traps, but the doors are locked and they won't unlatch, and everything's a mess. Kiss, bloody kiss. Everything's a mess. Kiss, bloody kiss. Everything's a mess.
Some life this is. Descended from chieftains to shovel horseshit. Working for a Scot, no less. Who'd have thought it? I have no notion of the whereabouts of my family. They could be in Tyrconnell, maybe in a ditch. They were meant to send for me long ago. Anyway, I'll not be paying this price for much longer. I hear tell that Owen Roe O'Neill is to stand again against the planters, to take back what's rightfully ours, and we will regain our pride. I'll get myself a sword. I can use it in France or in Spain. The French pay good money for Irish soldiers. They know the lives we have led. They know we are bred to it. I am bred to it.
Talk of rebellion, however, was replaced by talk of O'Neill's death. And so Redmond left for France, and there enlisted in the French army by the age of 15. He learned French, he became familiar with fighting, and learned the art of warfare.
I'm nobody's child, a wooden sword no longer, no family I long for, or just a distant memory in my mind. I'm nobody's child, the sword is always near me, I now know that men fear me, and now I fear I like this darker side. These men I've made my friends, they're hard uncompromising, they're loyal to the end. They'll put you down to size and don't respect a crown. A leader has to earn their passion and their fervour, and then they'll never set that passion down. I'm nobody's child, my sword is always near me. I now know that men fear me, and now I fear I like this darker side. I'm nobody's child, this sapling bears all weather. This tree will stand forever, with roots that grow down deep into the ground. I've seen my share of death, shared the burden of the killing. I've seen a man's last breath, and now I know I'm willing to do what I must do, no matter how it pains me. This life these men have trained me, I use my sword to see this battle through. And when this war is done, I'll fight no more for silver, and with the next day's sun, I'll get the fairest wind and leave this butchered land, return to somewhere greener, release the man I've been here, take back what's mine and wipe that foreign hand.
Charles II is restored to the English throne in 1660. Religious wars rage across Europe. Charles's restoration, however, gave renewed hope to the displaced Gaelic aristocracy and to Redmond, who, hoping for a better deal from the new king, returned to his native land of Ireland. There, however, he was to find his ancestral lands now granted to Henry St. John.
They talk of these lands being granted, given, like a gift. Well, I say they were earned, hard earned. Nothing comes from nothing in this life. My family come to this country in 1601. Our people were Wiltshire men. Our crest was flown in the east with the Crusades. We were Knights Templars, fighting for our God, our King, and our country. We fought with Montgomery and Kinsale, helped rout the O'Neill scourge. We drew blood and we gave blood. We paid a heavy price, and we were heavily rewarded with these lands, these O'Hanlon lands. We built this castle. No O'Hanlon laid an hand on these stones. This here is an English castle. This here is a Wiltshire castle. We bring law and order to this land. We cut down the trees for the cattle to graze on. Cattle these Irish use as their currency. Cattle they depend on for their butter to pour on their oats and sap from their helmets. They should thank us for clearing these lands. True, there have been some who have been marginalized, encouraged to the west, transplanted like wild fruit trees that they may grow a sweeter fruit elsewhere. When God gave Canaan to the Israelites, he instructed them to kill every man, woman, and child. We have not done that. We have shown mercy where no mercy is shown to us. We have brought Scots and Englishmen to live among you people, show you our ways, teach you our laws, teach you our language, show you that you are now part of a greater, united kingdom. And now I hear tell of a young O'Hanlon returning from France. I hear he intends to take back his lands. Now Charles is his fat horse on the throne. His lands? His lands? I don't think he will recognize his lands. And if he don't recognize them, how can they be his? So you have come, and you think I will run. My castle wall will keep your cairn from my home. Iron and stone will chill to the bone. I brought these people to this place we call home. I said this land was free and ready to sow.
He said you're foolish if you do not go.
I said we'd live and pray without any fear.
He didn't warn us that you people were here.
And so you have come, and you think I will run. My castle wall will keep your cairn from my home. Iron and stone will chill to the bone. We've made this wilderness a place you call home. We are the people, we are God's chosen tribe.
We must believe it or just lay down and die.
Your sun is setting and then you dawn you fear.
The battleground is just a stone's throw from here.
the shadows fall of every tree. These woods you walk were once walked by me. My horse, my castle, and my horse, my throne. You'll watch for me until all death is come. These fields, your cattle trees, belong to me. But nothing on this empty isle is free. From Gullion's height as far as you can see, will fear my unforgiving legacy. Repay your debts for they are but alone. Then take your people back across the pond. From the place on which you build your precious homes, will serve you well as your eternal tomb.
But I am at home, and these are my stones. Your children's children will remain when I've gone. The clay has been thrown, the seed has been sown. We wait to see the bastard flowers it grows. We are the people, we are God's chosen tribe.
We must believe it or just lay down and die.
Your sun is setting and the new dawn you fear.
The battleground is just a stone's throw from here.
Dreams are cruel. They make you feel like you can push against your fate. When I was in France, I dreamed of my return home. And now I'm here, I find I've no home to return to, and nowhere to run. All around me, my countrymen are asking me to lead them in a revolt. Take back what's rightfully ours, they cry. Yet I see our foe as many and united, while we are few and divided. We have no chance of success. Even so, there must be another way. Our presence here will be our battle. We will fight to stay. We will hide ourselves in the forests and the woods and feed ourselves from their prosperity. They will see what sharing feels like. And these new people, the Scots, well, they're loyal to be sure, but more to their own clan than to the crown. And the English, well, it looks to me like they haven't sent the cream off the milk. This milk looks a bit off to me, sour and bitter, like ourselves. We will bide our time and wait for our day. And it will come, make no mistake.
Here am I, returned from exile to a land no longer known. My kith and kin, they're all scattered, and my family have all grown. Now wonder is my burden, treasure in my need. I hear stories of endless hardship, tales of loss and tales of pain, fueling fire that burns within me. Years of suffering shouldn't be in vain. Now anger is my burden.
cause that I need.
In this way, Redmond O'Hanlon was able to survive for many years with a bounty on his head. He was the talk of the country. And in the shebeens and hostleries, people gathered to sing songs and tell stories about Redmond O'Hanlon and his gang. How they outwitted their pursuers, stories of rustling of cattle from wealthy landowners, and stories of highway robberies. And it was said that Redmond O'Hanlon would often dress incognito, lest his true identity be revealed. And it was also said that whilst he gave his men all the poteen and ale their hearts desired, he himself drank milk.
O'Hanlon's watch, 3 strikes and you're out, 3 strikes and you're out, 3 strikes and you're out. O'Hanlon's cause forever give out, 3 strikes and you're out, 3 strikes and you're out. On a cold winter's night, be red and stray, icy shudder, horses neigh, a feeling, a sense you know to be true. O'Hanlon's hand will be upon you. O'Hanlon's watch, 3 strikes and you're out, 3 strikes and you're out, 3 strikes and you're out. O'Hanlon's cause forever give out, 3 strikes and you're out, 3 strikes and you're out.
I'll tell you what sort of man Redmond O'Hanlon was.
You go ahead.
You remember that? Remember the wee boy from Dundalk?
Aye.
He had to take a horse and a load of money through O'Hanlon territory. Now the horse, the legs were like that and the back was like that. He hadn't a hope. O'Hanlon on this great big horse, you know, went. Down he come, we knew he was coming, down the road he come and O'Hanlon rode out in front of him and said, you know, what the are you, you know, like politely, like, you know.
Horse,
Nice
right
to
man.
meet. And the wee boy, he says, give him the money. And the wee boy said, well, if you want the money, you just have to go and get it, and threw it out over the ditch.
Right.
Well, O'Hanlon wasn't long getting off his horse
I bet.
and out over that ditch after it. But the wee boy, he's a crafty wee bugger. It wasn't really money, that was a bag of stones. He threw over there. And the wee boy had the real money here, and he jumped off his horse and onto O'Hanlon's horse, and away he goes. You know, and we were bursting ourselves. Just bursting ourselves. O'Hanlon come out from the ditch all covered in muck, and he started to laugh too. And you know what he was like? He says, you see if that wee blade ever comes back this way, we'll be saving ourselves a lot of time and trouble if we just let him on through. 3 strikes and you're out, 3 strikes and you're out, 3 strikes and you're out. O'Hanlon's cause forever live out, 3 strikes and you're out, 3 strikes and you're out. The crown they believe, no honor amongst thieves, brother against brother, the plot they conceive, blood's thicker than water, who's we, oh dear, O'Hanlon's hand we have our way. O'Hanlon's watch, 3 strikes and you're out, 3 strikes and you're out, 3 strikes and you're out. O'Hanlon's cause forever live out, 3 strikes and you're out, 3 strikes and you're out.
Well, I have a story to tell you about one of Redmond O'Hanlon's escapades. True story, mind you.
Of course, they all are.
Aye, old John Thomas down there. So don't you know? He's the eyes and the ears of the
He's a
country.
nosy
The little
bubber.
blacksmith, so you know him well. Well, says he to me one day, did you hear what happened down at the Downshire Arms Hotel? Oh, says I, of course it is. Sure, it's the talk of the country. Well, says he to me, that very mid-morning, did this tall, handsome man ride up to my forge? Oh, but a man of very few words. Oh, I was afraid of my life, I was. Hands me the reins and he says, do your bid, you'll be paid well. Oh, but Jesus, I shook him my boots. But I had a notion knowed who he was, but I said nought. And no times at all, says I to the stranger. Got word this morning the band of redcoats had stopped off at the Downshire Arms Hotel. Oh, with a quick turn of his head, says he, "Stop what you're doing. Saddle me the grey. I've business to tend to in this neck of the woods." And begorra, that very evening, when the word come out, how Redmond got the men soused with wine and ale in the Downshire Arms Hotel, and he made off with their muskets on a very fine grey mare. I really declare that was Redmond O'Hanlon. O'Hanlon's once 3 strikes and you're out, 3 strikes and you're out, 3 strikes and you're out. O'Hanlon's cause forever live out, 3 strikes and you're out, 3 strikes and you're out.
Of course.
What's your life of a tramp to? Well, to be warned, 3 strikes and you're out. Kelhelan's pardon is not allowed, for outside the clan, 3 strikes and you're out. O'Hanlon's watch, 3 strikes and you're out, 3 strikes and you're out, 3 strikes and you're out. O'Hanlon's cause forever live out, 3 strikes and you're out, 3 strikes and you're out.
If you'd all like to take a short break, there are refreshments been served in the other room, and we'll be recommencing in maybe 15-20 minutes. Thank you.
The clan did not set out to seek opinion, notoriety or fame, but for the injustice in the name of the King's law. His name to remain obscure, not held in esteem or awe. O'Hanlon, O'Hanlon, Redmond name within the clan. O'Hanlon, O'Hanlon, outlaw the nobleman, outlaw Rapparee, he's an Irish Scanderbeg.
He's fearless of red coats, a warrior, a nobleman.
Dublin sees the sense, placing a price upon his head, but a coin and retribution, they'll have him alive or dead. O'Hanlon, O'Hanlon, Redmond name within the clan. O'Hanlon, O'Hanlon, outlaw the nobleman. Temperance, liberality, qualities to behold.
This, his disposition, reservedness, bestowed.
Chieftain of the clan, and therefore honor bound to exact justice for the seizing of our lands. O'Hanlon, O'Hanlon, Redmond name within the clan. O'Hanlon, O'Hanlon, outlaw the nobleman, outlaw the nobleman, outlaw the nobleman.
Redmond gained a reputation for being a friend to the poor by gifting them with supplies and money.
An alliance was forged with local army commanders through bribery, and they would turn an occasional blind eye.
Now, as the commanders were profiting considerably from this arrangement, they had no desire to curb his activities.
And Rapparee hunting became a very popular pastime.
Man-hunting parties, arranged for paying visitors to join in, became something of a tourist attraction, and were arranged by enterprising locals like John Johnson of Few's Forest.
Oh, aye. We hunted, man. And we were bloody good at it too. There was nae better, nae quarter, asked nor given, and nae expected from either side. They were brave chancy bodies we were after, you know. They'd kill you, given half a chance. And aye, we might have killed, even when we didn't have to. But sure what of it? They were likely with the badges any road. And we were the law. We were doing what the soldiers couldn't. Our family were the Johnstons, from Scotland, from the borders, down round Biggar and Lanark, the debated land, you know. And we were known as reavers in our tongue. Outlaws, Rapparees, highwaymen. And we were doing good, you know, till the English, and in truth, the Scottish too, got first plundered with us and shipped us all lock, stock and barrel over here to Ireland. So that was how, you see, the poachers become the gamekeepers, you know. Take a thief to catch a thief. And when here had him, you know, O'Hanlon, Redmond O'Hanlon. Now there was a guy, a slippery boy, if ever there was one. We were on his heels. Our dogs had them well in their snoots. And we had them cornered this young time, down round Carlingford, down at the loch, down at the bay, where the Garn flows into the loch. You'll know it well. And he was skipping around, trying to get away, but he couldn't. So he leaps into the water and starts swimming out into the loch. So we loosed our best dog, a big beast, jaws like a vice, tear your head off if you were lucky. And it catched him, so it did, away out in the water, had him by the neck, shaking him like a rat. The water was all boiling and frothing, and we were on the shoreline hooching and lapping and lacking, because we knew we'd have a wing a pound that night. But then the water all goes quiet, and we seen it. The dog, dead, floating in the tide. Don Blurt O'Hanlon had killed him with his bare hands, out in the water, and he just swam away. Well, I'll tell you something. I will tell you something. I will skin that blood. That was the last thing I do.
That dog was vicious, all right. Damn near killed me. It was it or me. With all these soldiers and bounty hunters out hunting me all over the country, I gotta keep moving, hiding out, keep them guessing. Henry St. John has me in his sights as well. Has his private army out, hunting me all over the country. They're easy to avoid. Amateurs. You can smell them a mile away. Now, Henry St. John is much more to answer from me, because he is brutalizing people who have helped me. And he will pay for that. The net grows tight, and tighter still. Feels that I can barely breathe. The net, the noose, these fingers of nail, closing around my neck. I sigh and I heave. Thirst for blood, thirst for blood, haunts me day and night. Thirst for blood.
1479, Henry St. John was out riding on his estate, accompanied by the Reverend Lawrence Power, rector of Ballymore, vicar of Tandragee.
I was in the company of poor Henry St. John when confronted by a band of Redmond O'Hanlon's men. They did seize upon poor St. John and sought to take him off with them. But God is good and answered all prayer. And so it was that Mr. St. John's men came on the scene and opened fire on the band of rebels. I do admit I was so faithful for my life, but the shots were flying in all directions, and the screaming, and the shouting, and the firing was as horrifying as the revelation itself. And in the end, the rebel did flee, but poor Henry St. John lay as dead as a knight, with a gaping gun-shot wound to his temple. Now, there have been many an account of that tragedy that day, but I can say unto you without any fear of contradiction that poor Henry St. John was assassinated at point-blank range by one of Redmond O'Hanlon's men. I do here condemn and denounce all Rapparees, Redmond O'Hanlon in particular. I also condemn any official or any landowner or army commanders who regularly have dealings with these Rapparees. They may allow these illegal activities to continue, and they may profit from ill-gotten gain. I say unto you this day, a corrupt court is as good as a highway robbers, and their judgment may not be in this life, but more terrible in the next.
Reverend Power went on to petition the Lord Deputy of Ireland to destroy Redmond O'Hanlon, and in due course the bounty on the head of O'Hanlon was raised yet again. Archbishop Oliver Plunkett had spoken out many years before against giving aid to Rapparees, and had ordered priests and preachers to warn their congregations against aiding and abetting any outlaws. Local priest Father Edmund Murphy was very vocal in his opposition to Redmond and plotted to end the gang's activities.
You must stop aiding and abetting this so-called count. Do not offer him shelter or protection of any kind. He's a lawless criminal, nothing more. I mean, what sort of a man would threaten the life of God's holy priest? And do you not know your own lives are under threat? Any man who attends my service will have a cow killed. And if he attends 3 times, he'll be killed himself. The very authority of the church is threatened. Such is the belief in this character. There's only one solution. Ye must all attend, for he can't kill all of ye. And if he does, what sort of a count does that make him? The clergy are united in this cause. They do not listen. I have seen my attendances dwindle away as well as the collection plate. Well, if it's war he wants, he'll get one from me. I have devised a plot of my own, which I hope will end the reign of Mr. Redmond O'Hanlon. I am assisted by my clansman, Cormac O'Murphy. We call him Raver. And Raver tells me that an occasion is to arise shortly when he will be in O'Hanlon's company and he will make his play. He will take off O'Hanlon's head for the bounty, which he will share with me in return for God's holy forgiveness. May God speed his endeavours. And now, my children, go in peace to love and serve the Lord.
Oh, Father Murphy, bless me for I have sinned. You have planned for Redmond's capture from the church within. But times is lean and times is hard. Stop, and life's at stake. If Redmond hears I'm at your church, you'll be coming to my wake. Yes, times are lean and times are hard. Stop and life's at stake. If Redmond hears we're at this church, he'll be coming to our wake. Oh, Father Murphy, bless me, for I had sinned. You and Raver, you got together. 'Cause one of you can't resist. Redmond's eyes see far and wide. They're within the law and all. So Father Murphy, you better listen to our call. Yes, Redmond's eyes see far and wide. They're within the law and all. So Father Murphy, you better listen to our call. Now Father Murphy, what is this we hear? You have fled the Lady Church. Are you running away in fear? Yes, you and River, both together, you didn't stand a chance. For all we know where Redmond is, he could be off in France. Yes, you and River, both together, you didn't stand a chance. For all we know where Redmond is, he could be off in France. Hear me that, Father Murphy, hear me that.
Redmond came here yesterday to Letterkenny, and I am so afraid for him. He hopes for a pardon, but I told him, they will never give you a pardon, son. You've been a thorn in their sides for far too long. I've pleaded with him. I've asked him to change his stubborn course, because whatever fate befalls him, I will suffer much worse on his behalf. There is no land, no clan, no title, claim, or position that can compensate me for his loss. I told you all the lies a mother tells her son, shortened and stretched, the point to let the truth be known. plan worth more than me or you, taught the boy to never fail, though on the bloody widow's wail. Now the man must weigh the odds, fight his fate with kings and lords, and find the truth within the lies, for life is more than sacrifice, and there is a price for flying too high, an awful cost. Let it pass me by, I'm afraid. My darling, can't you see the cost will fall on me? Cost will fall on me. I thought the world would bend to let you through, my son. There comes a time when all that you can do is done. And it's pushed me to the limits now, it hurts me to admit it now. Ringo Bra, the lie is spread, for Ireland only loves her dead. If you should die because of pride, all my hopes and dreams have died. I ask you to consider lies and foolish words like compromise, for there is a price for flying too high, an awful cost. Let it pass me by, I'm afraid. My darling, can't you see the cost will fall on me? Cost will fall on me. Cost will fall on me. Talked about, he's gone again. Off to see someone about some pardon. And I told him, trust nobody but Art. You may not believe it, but Art is a better man than even he knows himself.
I'm Deborah Ansley, of the Ansleys of Castlewell. I have here a most interesting letter that I received today from my dear father. That's Henry Jones, the Church of Ireland Bishop of Meath. My dear daughter Deborah, I received your last and rejoice thereby to find it your well. However, my father continues that as all attempts to capture Redmond O'Hanlon have failed, my father is now seeking my assistance. I am to meet with Redmond O'Hanlon in secret with regard to a pardon for him. My father suggests that as I support a welfare house for the poverty-stricken folk, that I should be able to get word to Redmond. My father goes on to say that he himself will petition the Lord Lieutenant, the Duke of Ormond, to issue such a pardon, but on two conditions. The first, Redmond O'Hanlon to free the country of all notoriously known Rapparees. And secondly, Redmond O'Hanlon to testify against Oliver Plunkett. Oliver Plunkett, the Roman Catholic primate of all Ireland, who is now being held in the Tower of London, accused of high treason, on the word of one man within King Charles's court. That man is known as the liar Titus Oates.
tide is out. A conniving man has convinced the king of his devious plan, his popish plot, so well devised to kill the priest he so despised. To the tower these priests did go, hung on quarter. God rest their souls. Now on our shores, fear once more for men of cloth. At Titus wrath, her Oliver Plunkett too. He's in the tower, his days near through. If you testify, you know they want you to, but it's up to you, oh Hammond. If you testify, they'll offer you a pardon, oh Hamlin.
I am weary of this running, tired of hiding out, hoping no one betrays me. The weight of a life on the run is heavy. I see the price on my head has increased since I refused the Bishop of Meath's pardon. Pardon? It was more like a death warrant. They wanted me to turn against others like me, to do their dirty work for them. Now there are those who rob in my name, so I wouldn't mind ending them. They have no honour. But if I agreed to that condition, I would suddenly have twice as many enemies. Then they wanted me to do even dirtier work for them. They wanted me to falsely accuse Oliver Plunkett. Now Plunkett has denounced me for years and turned his church against me. But I have honour. No such offer would induce me to betray an innocent man. Still, I'm in the sights of every assassin, far and wide. I suspect everyone of plotting against me. Except for my brother, Art. I trust no one. The spectre of death is forever over my shoulder. Things cannot continue like this for much longer, for any luck that I have will one day desert me. Little stone walls. Sorry. Little stone walls try to tie me down. Men's laws have driven me to ground, ripping open scars and bleeding into town. Everything's amiss. It's come to this. Looking over my shoulder. Looking over my shoulder. On the run, it's a lonely place without a home. I'm an empty space for what I must do. I must lose the faith, so everything's amiss. It's come to this. Looking over my shoulder. lock me away. They put a lock on their latch. I watch and I wait for them to spring their traps. They show me a pardon, but it comes with a catch, and everything's amiss. It's come to this. I can't believe it's come to this.
Deeply troubled when I betray my brother Redmond. He looks up to me, and it's me that looks up to him. He trusts me with his life. Turns out we've had a spy amongst us, an agent of the crown no less. This clever boyo, he's been about us for nearly a year, working his way into our trust, posing as a friend. His real name was William Lucas, and he, along with some of his soldiers, cornered me in the spring of 1680. They gave me a choice. A choice, all right. To die there and then, or to work with them against Redmond. They made me an offer so good, I'd be a fool to say no. Could I live with myself after such treachery, though? I mean, if I could do it, I'd be a new man. My life on the run ended. A future. Dear God, a future given to me. I told Lucas I would bring him Redmond's head, and he went to report that he has recruited me. Time is running out. I have the bitter taste of betrayal in my mouth. Oh, Father, forgive evil deeds they want done. Ormond demands that O'Hanlon be gone. Redmond slain by mine own hand, when all that he's done was protect thine own land. With guilt in my heart and blood on my hands, for coin of the realm no one can understand. Forever then to look over my shoulder, and a life on the run, Rapparee's growing colder. But is one clod of earth or a kingdom right, worth this blood on my hands, worth my own brother's life? They want murder most foul at 8 Mile Bridge, but this blood on my hands will put me over the edge. Perhaps I'll tell Redmond a plot we'll conceive. Redmond, oh Redmond, they've asked this of me. Ormond and Lucas, they planned this, you see. I am to kill you, the great Rapparee. But is one clod of earth or a kingdom right, worth this blood on my hands, worth my own brother's life? They want murder most foul at 8 Mile Bridge, but this blood on my hands would put me over the edge. Blood on my hands would put me over
after the day of a very large fair held at 8 Mile Bridge, which is now known as Hilltown. Redmond of Hannon and his gang were ready and waiting to ambush any likely wealthy passerby. One of his men, by the name of Barrowler O'Doherty, was on watch.
Now, I see everything, and I miss nothing. And I know what seen, I know what heard. But it'll take a far smarter man than me to say what it meant. I was up here at my post. It's warm enough. I just finished eating. I was ready for a good sleep, but I daren't, you know, for Redmond wouldn't be happy if I missed out on approaching. And I seen Art down below at the bridge, and Redmond, Billy O'Shea, all talking heads together. And Raver O'Murphy too, standing watching them. I don't know what's going on really, but Art has seen something, I think, for he's taken them all in under the bridge. Now, the countryside around was quiet, and I could just about hear them talk and smell their pipe smoke. All of a sudden, a row broke out. I don't know what's going on now, but I jumped up to look to see what was happening. Scared the bejesus out of me. Hope you don't mind me saying. And then I hid back down for ages, for I was wild of fear. And then Art walked out. And then Billy O'Shea carrying a big bag. And then Raver walked out too. He didn't walk like Raver, but I think it was Raver. It didn't look like himself at all, to tell you the truth. But where's Redmond? What happened to Redmond? For 4 men walked in on that bridge, and 3 come out after a gunshot. So don't tell me there's not something funny going on here. Next thing, these 3 just off and right off in different directions, nothing all over. What they left in on that bridge, I didn't dare to investigate. I just said to myself, no, it's time I was back home out of here because I've seen enough for one night.
When it brought Lucas and the troops to 8 Mile Bridge, they found a headless body lying there. The clothing, as well as the belongings in the pockets, were Redmond's, and the body was taken under guard to Newry. The head had been taken off by Billy O'Shea, so Lucas sent me to fetch O'Shea, armed with a pardon for the return of the head. Some time later, a head was returned. And well, whosever head this was, I was going to see Lucas to get our bounty, our pardon. I have come to see you, Commander. I've done service for the crown. Now you see Mr. Lucas on this day. I have put O'Hanlon down. I fired off my carbine, put a bullet in his chest. Now you see Mr. Lucas on this day. I have laid O'Hanlon to rest. Billy was my accomplice. He took the Tory's head for bounty and for pardon on this day. Must be paid. Now O'Hanlon is dead. In future we will hunt down any outlaws they allege We will be their spotters, but today we have made haste from 8 Mile Bridge, from 8 Mile Bridge. Once the head had been returned, Lucas took it and triumphantly had it spiked high above the walls of Downpatrick Jail. And so we have come full circle back to the walls of the jail, where a grieving mother arrives to witness the head of her son.
Dear head of my darling, how gory and gray these days I see thee, I spy under jail. Thy cheek and the summer no more will go on, nor that I catch mine, save the flies of the storm. Save the flies of the storm.
Well, I tell you something. That Redmond O'Hanlon was a clever boy. Him and Art were close. Closer even than real brothers. For now, the authorities think, no, the authorities truly believe that Redmond O'Hanlon is dead and gone. But sure, I was there. Look, a head is a head is a head. And they all looked to see him after 3 or 4 weeks down a well. Sure didn't I get paid? And got me pardon. And didn't Redmond's mother go off back to Donegal, smiling as she left? And what about Raver? What about poor old Raver? Well, Raver just seemed to panic and disappear. That was always Raver's problem. He could never keep his head in a tight situation. and I suppose you'd be thinking now that everything was peaceful and quiet now that Redmond O'Hanlon was dead. Well, it turns out that he was the linchpin. He was the one holding it all together. It all descended into madness. Every Rapparee in the land thought he'd be the next Redmond O'Hanlon. But sure, nobody did it better. Nobody wants to be robbed by an ugly bugger. Given the choice, you'd prefer to be robbed by the handsomest man in Ireland.
Come out, you be robbed, whatever much you can. His beautiful his scallywags, my handsome handsome man. Come out, you be robbed, no better man in the land. You purse and silver coin, your handsome handsome man. Give me your money, give me your purse. The rite of passage, you pay the price. The rite of passage, you pay the price. God's chosen